Hey everybody, this is Brian Fagioli with BetaNews.com. I'm doing a review today of the new AMD AM1 platform. So I kind of wanted to show off what I've built using it. So here is the desktop. I bought a Rosewill. I believe it's called a thin micro ATX case, which is really cool. It's $50 on Amazon, and I believe Newegg as well. And it comes with a power supply. So for $50, you can build this really cool thin computer. Inside is a gigabyte motherboard, a GA M1M-50, this is a really cool little board. It's a micro ATX board, and it does have three PCI Express ports. It has two 1x ports, and it has a 16x slot that runs at 4x. So it's a long slot that runs at 4x. So what have I put in there? I had an old USB 3.0 card that I put in, an old serial ATA PCI Express card 1x, and also an Intel Wi-Fi card, which is AC. And there is the antenna, so I have that running to the back. So this is actually powered on right now. This is a Blu-ray BD-ROM, so it's not a writer. It's just a reader, which is good for a home theater PC. I don't need to write Blu-rays, just kind of watch them. Here we can see it's a Corsair Force GT. It's only a 90 gig SSD, but perfectly fine for Windows. Fits on there great. And let's see, let me open up the Blu-ray drive. Really cool. Comes out the front. Unfortunately, you can't push the button to put it back in, so you just have to push the tray, which is fine. I also added this. I got this on Amazon for about $7. It's a USB 2.0 card reader, which read, micro SD, full SD, Sony's memory stick, compact flash. It runs at a lot of different things. I really only use micro SD and SD, but it's cool to have nonetheless. It was only like $7. It was pretty cheap. So there you go. It's a little messy on the inside. I've never been a big fan of running cables to make things look neat, unless there's a window on a case, which there isn't on this one. So there you go. Let's see if I can switch around the back. I hate to... Let's see. Well, I can show off the ports just looking here. So on the back, there's two USB 3.0 ports. There's gigabit NIC card, sound card. Like I said, unfortunately, no Wi-Fi built in, which is not at all to be expected on such an inexpensive board. It does have HDMI out, and it does have VGA out. I don't use VGA anymore. However, some old projectors will use, VGA, and some old monitors. It's nice to have, but I'll probably never use it. Right now it's connected by HDMI to a monitor. So there you have it. It's a really inexpensive build. Quad-core, 64-bit AMD chip. It's a APU, meaning that it's also powering the video. And there you go. And also, before I forget, so there's 6 gigs of RAM, which is kind of an odd number. It came with the package that AMD sent me. Came with a 4 gig stick of RAM, and this platform only uses single channel memory. So normally I try to buy matched sets for the dual channel, but since this only does single channel anyway, I just bought a cheap 2 gig stick. Threw it in there, and I have 6 gigs. It runs at single channel anyway, so there's really no loss in performance. So there you go. We'll have a review up shortly at betanews.com. Highly, highly recommend this platform. Very fun to build with. Very inexpensive. So if you have a child at home who's looking for, if you're looking to teach them how to build a computer, the different components, you really can't go wrong. I believe the motherboard right now is $35, and the chip is $60. So, for around $90, under $100, you get the motherboard and the processor. Just throw in some RAM, throw in a cheap SSD, and you're good to go. Like I said, this case was only $50, and it includes, I believe it's a 400 or 300 watt power supply, which is kind of overkill, but, it was the cheapest way to go. So there you go. Once again, Brian Fagioli with BetaNews.com. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.